Obviously, I'm a little late with this one, people, so you'll have to forgive me for that. But this is my post-fight video for the Jorge Linares Anthony Crolla rematch. Linares winning more comfortably the second time around via a 12-round unanimous decision, wide on all the judges' scorecards. He scored a knockdown of Crolla in the 7th and also cut him on the eye. That was from an uppercut. Crolla went down to his knees. It was pretty much easy work for Jorge Linares. Crolla didn't really offer anything different from the first fight. So Linares knew what to prepare for. He knew Crolla's strengths and he improved in the rematch. He stepped his game up. Crolla tried hard, but he was just nowhere near as talented in terms of boxing skills or athleticism. One of the things that Linares has always had is great athleticism, fast hands, explosiveness, good legs, good movement, so on and so forth. There are a lot of people in the UK, at least, because Linares has been over to the UK and bashed up some UK fighters. There are a lot of people who are, in my view, giving Linares a bit too much credit for bashing up the likes of Anthony Crolla and Kevin Mitchell and what have you. I don't see Linares as a pound-for-pound type of guy at all. Never have. I think he's a fairly run-of-the-mill champion. He's decent, but he's nothing special, in my opinion. He's always been vulnerable. I mean, who is the best guy on Linares' resume to be calling him pound-for-pound? The lightweight division, at least up until recent, has been fairly weak. So this is not to denigrate Jorge Linares or anything like that. But I just think people are getting a little bit carried away. Maybe they really built up the likes of Crolla and whatnot as being better than they were, better than they actually were in the minds of the British public. And therefore, they've taken, the view of logical deduction and said, okay, well, if Crolla's great and we all think he's great, then Linares must be pound for pound if he was able to beat Crolla. So anyway, let me not go around in circles making the same point over and over again, but you get my view on that particular issue. Now, there's not really much to say about the fight. It was an okay fight, but it was relatively one-sided. So I want to move to talking about what Jorge Linares said after the fight. He called out Mikey Garcia and Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, the Lomachenko fight really interests me because Linares is a naturally bigger guy. Actually, is he naturally? I don't know, actually. They might be around the same size because Lomachenko did fight at lightweight in the amateurs. So he might be slightly smaller than Linares, but maybe not significantly so. But for now, let's just say Linares is the bigger guy. But Linares has height and reach. He's at least as tall as Lomachenko, if not taller. And he's got quick hands. His hands might not be like Lomachenko quick, but they're quick. So that's actually a fight that intrigues me. And I know I rate Lomachenko highly. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think he's extremely talented. And people are going to say, well, you just said you think Linares is a run-of-the-mill champion. Why do you want to see him against Lomachenko? Because Lomachenko's been fighting people much smaller so far. He hasn't fought anybody as big as Linares. So, I don't mean much smaller than himself. I mean much smaller than Linares. I want to see how he does against a fairly run-of-the-mill champion who does have athleticism and explosiveness that's bigger than the guys he's used to he's been used to facing. So that's an intriguing fight to me, Lomachenko versus Linares. I'd like to see how Lomachenko does there, how he deal with Linares' athleticism, height, reach, experience in 12-round fights, so on and so forth. And also the Linares-Mikey Garcia fight is another intriguing fight. Mikey Garcia obviously is a lightweight as well. He is currently the WBC World Lightweight Champion. He had a long layoff, as we all know. It was like, 2 years? And he came back and he's had 2 fights since then. His first fight back was over in, I think, 5 rounds. His second fight back was over in 3 rounds. That's the part that concerns me about Mikey Garcia. getting in there with Jorge Linares. I think Mikey Garcia is actually the better fighter. I think he's more solid. He's got a better chin. I think he's probably a better puncher. Although Linares can punch too. He's not as athletically gifted as Linares. Maybe not as fast or fleet-footed. But overall, I do get the impression that Mikey Garcia is the better fighter. But because of the inactivity and the lack of rounds that he's had over the past couple of years, I mean, he came back in 2016. He only had one fight in 2016. He's had one fight so far in 2017. That was in January, which was an early knockout. So very few rounds. I'd be more confident of picking Mikey Garcia against Jorge Linares if he'd had a couple of 12-rounders maybe. Whereas Linares has been fighting in 12-rounders and he's been getting the hard rounds in. So he's a bit more battle ready at this point. Perhaps anyway, because of the rounds he's been getting in. So yeah, I would probably lean towards Garcia a bit against Linares because Linares is vulnerable. But I don't know. It's an interesting fight. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Would you like to see Jorge Linares fight Vasyl Lomachenko or Mikey Garcia or both? And how do you see both of those fights going? Also, let me know how you felt about Jorge Linares' performance against Anthony Crolla in the rematch. Were you impressed? Were you disappointed by Crolla? Are you one of those people who does think Jorge Linares is pound for pound and maybe disagrees with me when I say that Linares is a fairly run-of-the-mill champion? Drop it all in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel. It's Hatman, I'm out.